Hey guys, so I've gotten a couple requests as to break down what gear I still have with me at mile. Oh man, we're going on about 1500 now. Still in the 1400 somewhere, gonna hit the Massachusetts border pretty soon. So, man, I'm in my final gear selection, if you will, for the remainder of the trail. So, fully into summer at this point. Let's check out what still remains in my pack. Let me talk about what I'm wearing first off, just so you can go over the gear that isn't packed away. But this is a lightweight Capilene long sleeve shirt. I used to keep the sun off. Very, very lightweight and very moisture wicking, as you can see by the sweat stains all over it. Still wearing my Prana Stretch Zion pants. They're remarkable in their ability to be very durable. On my feet, I just have my Tiva Basic sandals. These guys are really, really lightweight. We're talking about like 3.5 ounces a piece, so that really doesn't add up to anything. In my pocket where I keep it is my Sawyer squeeze filter. I had the mini to start off the trail, but this one actually has a much higher flow rate at the expense of being a little heavier. So I decided to go with that instead. It's helped me out for sure. Alright, so I'm going to go into my Atmos pack over here, which you may or may not be able to see out of that camera. My Pinnacle Soloist system is still going strong for me. I actually ditched the external kind of wash tub basin that comes with it in favor of just throwing it into my pack as it is to save a little bit of weight. Not necessarily recommended because you can scratch the aluminum, but I guess on a through hike you're kind of expecting most things to not make it all the way through, but it's done a fantastic job thus far. Inside of it, in this little bag, I have my Micro Rocket stove, which is still going strong for me. And then I usually use a 100 gram canister. Sometimes I'll go with the larger 230 gram canisters if I have a long stretch, but depends on what kind of store I run into. In this little bag are all my electronics. I'm still running on a large 20,000 milliamp Anchor battery, which has kept my phone and my GoPro charged for sometimes a stretch of up to 2 weeks. All of my electronics have served faithfully. Be aware that you may have to replace some of your USB cables on the trail, because once the moisture gets in them and the constant plugging in, sometimes those will go bad on you sooner than anything else. Just be aware of that little fact. This is my 20 liter 70 denier dry sack that I keep my food in, so it's my food bag, Cedar Summit. The 70 denier version is really nice because this can take a beating, and if I hang it on a bare cable at night and it rains on it all night, I'm not worried about it getting damaged in any way. So that's nice. Alright. My Ghost UL2 tent by Mountain Hardware. Still going strong for me right there. Again, very lightweight, small footprint, works well at small sites. This is what my clothing bag has come down to. It's a 45 denier Osprey dry sack. Let's open it up to see what remains. This is another Capilene in the same color, same style, lightweight, except that this one is short sleeve. That one I keep with me. This is my town shirt. You've seen me wear it earlier on in the trek. It is my Astroman shirt by Outdoor Research. Just a fantastic shirt, and you can wear it and it looks nice, and really, even if it gets all balled up and really wrinkled, it gets unwrinkled really quickly. This is the thing I throw on first and every single night. This is what I replace my wool base layers with to be a little bit more breathable later on in the trail, and a little bit more durable. This is the mid-weight layer Patagonia Capilene pant. Doesn't make me too hot to sleep in, and it's nice because I just don't like the feeling of nylon against my skin sometimes, as far as my sleeping bag goes. My R1 fleece has still made it into my pack, so it's still there. Haven't used this much recently because of the hot temperatures. My wool buff still in there. I have an extra pair of socks. They are the 0.6 mid-length variety. Still going strong there. Haven't really changed them up. And then an extra pair of the underwear that I wear every day and that I'm wearing currently, just a different pair of them, are your 9-inch ex officio boxers. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that's all my clothing. Let me talk about really quick my pack in general. The Osprey Atmos 65 liter is probably the most popular pack on the trail. I know that because every single guy, and I do not kid you when I say this, every single guy for the last 10-15 miles of the trail that I ran into today had the same pack in the same color. So I'm starting to think that, you know, I'm not as original as I thought, but it's only because it's such a great pack. Really good pack. It has functioned extremely well for me. I actually got rid of the head unit and just went in favor of the flap that goes over top of it to save a little bit of weight. That's worked out really well for me. In the stretchy pocket in the front, I still have both my rain pants and my rain jacket by Arc'teryx, my Zeta LT pants, and the Beta LT hybrid jacket. They've just gone strong, been a reliable bomb-proof piece of gear. So I can't complain at all about either of those pieces. This is my footprint for my tent, the Ghost UL. I keep it outside of the tent itself because when staying in shelters, like I will be doing tonight, it really helps to have this on the in an easily accessible spot, because sometimes the first thing you want to throw down is your footprint so that you can lay down and not pop your sleeping pad, which I did get a hole in my Thermarest Neo Air, which is right here. Very, very, very minuscule, tiny one. In general, if you're just keeping up with it pretty well, you're not going to run into much of a risk of that happening. But got a minuscule, tiny little one in it, and I patched that with some tenacious tape, and it's held remarkably since then. And inside of this little ball right here, my Cedar Summit 70 denier compression dry sack, is my Big Agnes Mystic UL 15 long sleeping bag. The Mystic UL and the sleeping bag situation has been great for me, as well as the dry sack. Have no problems with it at all. And as you can see, it's very dirty because sometimes I just throw it on the ground because I have utmost confidence in this keeping my bag dry. Alright, so that's about it. I mean, I have my med kit stuff. I'm not going to go into talking about that because it would make this video outrageously long. But, you know, I keep my toilet paper in this side right here. Still got my Osprey pack cover. I keep a bare line on me. My med kit is remarkably simple. Just has some bug repellent in it, as the bugs are eating me alive right at this moment, in case you couldn't tell in the video. It's got some bug repellent in it, my toothbrush, some ibuprofen and vitamins, as well as just your basic first aid needs, bandages, etc. And then, yeah, you know, really that's it. I've eliminated all of the unnecessary things from my pack, and we're going pretty strong with what we've got. So, hope you've enjoyed it. This is what I have left in my pack. This is probably what I'm going to be finishing. Oh, one more thing I should talk about. My shoes that I've been using recently are the Ultra Olympus 1.5s. I switched into these because of recommendations for people on the trail. The way that I walk and the amount of miles that I walk, trail runners are going to be defeated and die pretty quickly. But I decided to do it only because my feet were getting so beat up in Pennsylvania that I needed to get into something softer and enjoy it a little bit more. So that's why I went into the Ultras. They're fantastic, but I also walked 800 miles of the trail in the Oslo Fugitives, which I can highly recommend. That's a boot right there, a stronger boot. I've seen a lot of people in those. I also used my Loa Caminos, which are a bigger boot that can handle tough rocks. So all these things have worked out really well, but currently in these Ultras, just until the terrain gets really rough, can't complain. Alright guys, see you later.